What up? I was just playing some 213. But Carmelo Anthony disrespects the United States. Before we get started, I don't want to hear nobody coming here no bullshit talking about what this country done to us, and we victims of this and we victims of that. No, 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 no. If you live in the United States, whether you were born here or moved here, shut the fuck up. This is the only country people like me know. And people like me love the country for better or for worse. But I'm waiting for y'all to come up in here. I'm waiting for y'all to come up on here. Come on in here, chat. I see y'all coming up in here slowly. Come on in here. Come on in slowly, slowly. Take a seat. Fold your hands. And they say that shit when you was in school. Put some mud with this shit. Jay Jimison, what's up, go-go? I'm not going to be here all night. I'm not going to be here all night. Because the minute these mushrooms hit, I'm out. Takes about a good 30, 45 minutes, about an hour. It takes about an hour for it to hit. So, yeah, it probably got me for like an hour max. But anyway, what's up, y'all? Come on in here and make sure you wipe your feet as you come on in. What's up, DJ Lundy, Andre Bryant? Everybody up in here. Willy Wonka. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Chat room, come on in here. DSB. What's up, everybody? I just got this new flavor, these new blunt flavors. Pretty good. Banana cream. But yeah, let's talk about it. So, Carmelo, for those you don't know, Carmelo Anthony, a player who I really liked a lot. I like Carmelo Anthony as a player. I really did. I'm going to talk about what he talked about in his Hall of Fame induction speech. And then we're going to just talk about the why this is even a subject. Carmelo Anthony, now legitimate Hall of Fame basketball player. Somebody who I thought should have been Rookie of the Year. He's the only player to win Rookie of the Month in every month, but not win Rookie of the Year. He won Rookie of the Month every month of that season, but didn't win Rookie of the Year. And he took the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs in a very tough Western Conference. So I'm not here to diss his game. One of the most brutal players of all time. Players used to say when you play against Carmelo Anthony, players used to always talk about having to make sure they ice down after the game because he punished motherfuckers. Didn't play much defense, but he was a great scorer and a great teammate by all accounts of his teammates. So, and I got to give Carmelo Anthony the credit. He was also a great philanthropist during his time in the NBA. I remember reading stuff saying that Carmelo Anthony donated the highest percentage of his salary to charitable causes over any other athlete. So I've always appreciated Carmelo Anthony for that. The greatest Denver Nugget I've ever seen. He was a great player, charitable, and by all accounts, a great teammate according to his teammates. I believe he was blackballed out of the NBA. You know, I really believe he was blackballed out. I think Melo could probably still play. So, with that being said, that's who Carmelo Anthony is. Well, today, Carmelo Anthony's always played. You know, he's from Baltimore. We've always known of him as from Baltimore. Went to Syracuse University, won a national championship as a one and done. Was a great NBA player. Denver, New York, Houston, wherever he went, he was great. We've known about him for a long time, but one thing we've never known about Carmelo Anthony, we never knew he was Puerto Rican. Half Puerto Rican, I should say. Carmelo Anthony's mother is from the Carolinas. Raised that young man in Baltimore. Well, today on his Hall of Fame induction speech, he talks about, well, not today, yesterday, Saturday. He talks about his Puerto Rican heritage and how his father was Puerto Rican. And it's the Puerto Rican blood in him that makes him do what he does. Let me tell you why that was disrespectful. One, if you go back, I'm not playing the video because I'm on my phone, not on my computer. But if you go back and watch the video, when they cut to his mother looked some kind of way. She was like, what? She was like, what the fuck is you talking about? Who are you talking about? See, his father died when he was 2 years old. His father died when he was 2 years old, so he wasn't raised by his father. I know individuals knew he had Puerto Rican blood. Carmelo never talked about it. His wife Lala did sometimes. Lala Anthony talked about it. And if you listen to Lala, you knew. Lala talked about that shit, but I didn't fuck with watching with Lala. Lala's from LA. Like, not from LA. She was on the radio in LA. Now I don't know where Lala's from. But she started out on the radio here before she went international. Went national, I say. So if you listen to her, you knew about his Puerto Rican lineage. If you didn't listen to her, that's nothing that he talked about. That's nothing he ever talked about. And I watched a lot of Carmelo Anthony interviews. Lots of them. He was one of my favorite players when he played. When he was playing, his Puerto Rican lineage was not part of the conversation. He never talked about it. That's what I meant by we didn't know. Sorry, I forget I be on the internet. I got to clarify things. He never talked about it. I watched a lot of his interviews. I followed Carmelo Anthony's career very, 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 very closely. And he was one of the greatest players to play for Team USA. I say the two greatest players, the three greatest players for Team USA. I'd like to put Kobe, but Kobe only played in it once. But Charles Barkley and Carmelo Anthony, I thought that they were better international players. They played better internationally than they did even in the NBA. What's up, Sherrod Bryant? And so when he talked about, when Carmelo Anthony got on the stage today, he gave all this credit to Puerto Rico. Here's the issue. You got accepted to the Hall of Fame today in part for playing for Team USA. Where's all that Puerto Rican pride when y'all was beating Puerto Rico? And come to think of it, was it Puerto Rico that beat them? I forgot. Chat room. There was a Caribbean team that beat Team USA. I think it was either the '04 Olympics or the '06 Internationals. Melo was on that team. What team was that? Was it Puerto Rico when it was Carlos Arroyo? What? Chat room, help me out. I don't know. I don't know if Puerto Rico beat them or they came like really close to beating them. I remember Carlos Arroyo balling his ass off. He was giving Team USA the business. But I don't remember if they no, I said it's a Caribbean team. That's another Argentina, but Caribbean team. I'm not sure if Puerto Rico beat them or if it came real close. I just remember Carlos Arroyo having his foot all up in Team USA's ass. Yeah, Puerto Rico did beat USA. Okay, Baltimore, they did. Okay. I wasn't sure if they beat them, because I just remember Carlos Arroyo having his Goya powdered shoes all up in Team USA's ass. He was giving them niggas the business. And this was something that, let me tell y'all why this disrespect. As Black Americans, we're tired of the disrespect. Us full-blooded ones. These dual allegiance motherfuckers, no disrespect to y'all, but we're just not going to be tolerant the way we used to be. Like, this country, we built this country. And a lot of us, we're just tired of people that have these dual allegiances, you know, having 100%, in the case of Carmelo Anthony, of his upbringing, of what made him the man he is, being American. And people that still always want to bring in something else. It's like for people who work in Hollywood, you know, you always got to be black and. It's always black and. Black and, black and. Well, it's a lot of us that's black and black, nigga. It's a lot of us. Our end is Texas and Alabama. Our end is South Carolina and New York. Our end is LA and Lake Charles, Louisiana. That's our end. I'm mixed with Benton Harbor, Michigan, Robert Settlement, Indiana, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Northampton, Virginia. I'm mixed with Overton, Texas, Lake Charles, Louisiana, Los Angeles, California. And we have this common shared experience as a people. We got this common shared experience as a people. And we're marginalized for it. It's going up tonight, y'all. It's going up tonight. It's a full moon. I'm only talking to y'all for like another 30 minutes, and I'm going to go and do my full moon rituals tonight. But we just, you know, we as a people, as Black Americans, man, we deal with a lot. What's up, infamous Eli? I gotta finish this roach. Oh shit. Damn it. All the beautiful things. And My butane refills in my car. Fuck. My refill is in my car, and I don't have my car key down here with me. God damn it. I know I got some. Hold on. Old school. Here we go. Had to go old school with the mattress. But the reason why it's disrespectful is because we really did build this place. And one thing about us, we love it here. That's why we didn't leave. And it's like, we love it here. That's why we didn't leave. And we love America in spite of what America's done. See, you got different classes of black people, and let me make it very clear, I respect everybody. I respect those who are bitter about America, because I was once bitter, you know? Like, man, fuck this place, man. We built all this shit, and they don't recognize us, and they treat us like this. And when I was allowing myself to identify with the mistreatment and not with me, I was very bitter too. But bitterness is not a place you can stay. Being bitter is a temporary, it should be a temporary feeling. We all get bitter. Being bitter your whole life, it kind of sucks. It's a lot of us that recognize, although this country has done a lot of bullshit to us, that doesn't define the story of my relationship to this country. Because if it was that bad, I'd leave. People leave countries every day, B. If it was that bad, I'd leave. And that's what I'm like, and that's how I get to, like, it's like kind of like shit to get off the pot. I'm like, my great grandfather invented the automatic railroad cross. Like, I'm living here. I'm in LA, dog. It's fucking beautiful here. I'm be at the, like, I mean, like, this economy, it didn't get the way it is just because of slavery. This economy this super economy that we have became a super economy because we invented the cotton gin. We invented the light bulb. We invented, so much. This America has so many conveniences because of us. The doorknob, the ironing board, the elevator, the refrigerated truck, and you go on and on and on. And all these things we created. The blues, the toilet, right? The jazz, hip hop, bluegrass, folk, country. I mean, there is so much. There is so much to be proud of. So, we're at a new time in history. The traffic light, yeah. Tariq just ended it, talking about that. Salute to Tariq. Me and Tariq, we gonna have our show, at the Hidden History Museum, October 4th. If you're in LA, October 4th, I booked the show. I got Larry on that motherfucker. I got Scroncho, Sidney Castillo, Trita. It's gonna be a funny ass show. So if you're in LA, October 4th, come to the Hidden History Museum. Come to the Hidden History Museum, October 4th. Yeah, we invented the street lights, the GPS system, home security systems. Sancho Villa, you put it up? Make sure you come say what's up, Sancho Villa. If y'all, anyone put it up to the museum, make sure y'all come holler at me. Say what's up. So we have so much to be proud of, and I'm like, it. I'm waiting on the athlete that says I'm proud to be an American and not be a fucking coon. Because what happens is oftentimes the people who do talk about America, they then turn around and say, what about black on black crime? The sweet spot is to be proud of America and still hold America accountable for what it's done to us. That's an American. That's part of being an American. This country revolted from Great Britain because of Great Britain's treatment of the 13 colonies. And we were very much so a part of the American Revolution. I have family that fought in the American Revolution for the USA, that lived in the Pennsylvania area for 100 years before the Revolutionary War. That's the sweet spot. No, I don't think it was a coincidence that me and Tariq is talking about Carmelo. That's just kind of in the news. It happened yesterday. And last night, I wasn't, that wasn't what I was on. This is my first time. I would have talked about this. If I was able to go live this morning at 10 in the morning like I wanted to, this would have been the topic. That's just kind of what's going on, you know? But, yeah, corporations were choking the colonists. America was built on revolution. America was built on, I'm here, I'm going to die here. And while I'm here, I'm going to make this shit right for me and us. That's how America was built. That's what it means to be a true American. It's to not accept every fucking thing America throws your way. That's an American. And so we went ahead, who's this Godfrey Asinga? Hey, let me tell you something, Godfrey Asinga. You's a dumb motherfucker. Shut up and listen before you and stop making stupid ass statements like that. Your name is Godfrey. That's why you're goddamn stupid. Your name is Godfrey and you're not a comedian. The only Godfreys that names make sense is Godfrey the comedian and Gilbert Godfrey. Nigga, your name is Godfrey and you a secretary. That's why your ass can't listen. This nigga's a secretary, a male secretary named Godfrey. Anyway, let's get back to it. America, when it comes down to it, that's what it means. And so it's okay to be from wherever you are. And also, I come from the school of, not only is it okay to be from wherever you are, it's okay to rep and be proud of wherever you are. It doesn't offend me. If Carmelo Anthony was born and raised in Puerto Rico, and he was a proud Puerto Rican and still played for Team USA, I wouldn't be mad at that. If Carmelo Anthony had a culturally Puerto Rican upbringing, he was raised in New York and they ate whatever Puerto Rican Goya powder. If he was raised on Goya powder and got in soca music, then I would have absolutely no issue with Carmelo's speech. Here's the issue. The issue is you had a completely black American upbringing. And you played for, you're going into the Hall of Fame for your play with Team USA. You right, girl speak. His own mom was nodding her head. His mom was like, think about it. Your mom raised you. Your mama took you to basketball practice. You're giving credit to Puerto Rico. That's the same kind of thing that the kind of people that give all the credit to Jesus. Like, hold on. You're giving all the credit to Jesus, but who took you to band practice? Who took you to basketball practice every day? Who bought you those shoes when they couldn't afford to buy you those shoes? Who was there when you thought you should have been the starter and you got put on the bench? Who was there to console you? And this is a prime example of what I've been talking about here on the channel, y'all, and why I created the Black American Music Family Tree. Culturally, we don't appreciate what's right there in front of us. That's something that we're getting better at, but it's one of the downsides of our culture. We don't respect and appreciate what we have here, while the whole world loves it. The whole world is on the Black American culture. Everybody, every day on our beat, they on our music. The Koreans learned how to fry chicken from us. It's like the whole world is on our beat, but we don't appreciate our beat. We don't appreciate who raised us. That's right, Nerd Lord. Melo disrespected his mother, her lineage, and Baltimore. Right. Baltimore raised you. You're right to say her giving credit to her Asian side, right? No, every culture does not pick up from everyone, meaning me. You don't know Black American culture. Black American culture really don't give a fuck about other cultures. We pick from our own culture. You know what culture Black America picks up from? Chicago picks up from Memphis. Memphis picks up from Atlanta. Atlanta picks up from South Carolina. LA picks up from Louisiana. Louisiana picks up from LA. Dallas picks up from Houston. Houston picks up. That's how we do. Yeah, we do. We do borrow from other cultures. We're borrowing from other parts of the United States. Mini-me, you're gonna have to learn how to use the right your. In this context, it's Y-O-U 'R-E, all right? And it is that cut and dry. America is an ethnocentric country. We don't fucking pay attention to nobody else. Yeah, we don't pay attention to nobody. Like, Black Americans don't pay attention to nobody. We like, I know it may hurt your feelings. It may hurt some of y'all feelings, but y'all corny to us. Like, and it's no disrespect. But here's the thing is, y'all corny to us, but we'll still go and spend money with you. If your culture, your people own a store, we'll still buy from you. We'll still go to your restaurants if it's good. You know, we don't hate like that. We don't hate on that level. We'll fuck with you. We'll let you in our circles too. We tend to be very open like that, but you come in our circles, you acting like us. We ain't acting like you. You're too fucking corny. If people come around us acting like their culture, we're gonna be like, why that nigga got on white jeans and a tank top and boots? Puerto Rico, the fuck is you wearing cowboy boots and white jeans for? Can't no Puerto Rican come around a Black American in cowboy boots and white jeans? Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? And why the fuck do you have a Kid Ray mullet? You look like Kid Ray from Lean On Me. What the fuck is going on with you? Get your fake DeBarge looking ass on out of here, nigga. Yeah, socks and sandals. Like, the fuck is you doing? John Soxton? Get the fuck out of here. So John Stockton looking ass out of here, nigga. So, nah, don't play that shit. We play balls from everybody. No, the fuck we don't. No, the fuck we don't. Nigga. I gotta get my lighter. Hold on. I'm still here. Just gotta get my lighter. Just gotta get my lighter. But yeah, so it's like we have our own thing that we built here, and we just tired of being disrespected, you know? That's where we at with it right now. Hold on, where my lighter at? Yeah, there we go. Here we go. We're just tired of it. And for better or for worse, we built this country, and this country's done a lot of things to hold us in place. But guess what? We still here and we still fighting, and we ain't running. And it's okay to be wherever you from, but when everything you did was from here, and you can't think here, your mama was sitting right there. Your mama. I wonder what that man's, I know she's probably smiling. She's probably telling everybody it's okay. But how do you think Carmelo Anthony's mama's feeling when she's by herself? That's why I created my Black American music family tree. Like, it's about celebrating what your grandmama liked. It's high time we celebrate our grandmama, our mamas and our fathers, our grandparents. When you say everything Africa, Africa this, Africa that, you skip over 20 generations of greatness here. More than that, but 20 just since it's been the United States. That's why I got off all that Africa, 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 Africa. Blessing is honoring your parents. Think about it like this. Your parents worked their whole life to save up and buy a house. Your parents pay that house off. And when your parents die, they leave you that house. House gives you warmth, gives you shelter from the rain, cools you off, gets you a shade from the sun, stops the wind and the elements, the rain from coming through to you. Now your parents are in the ancestral realm. They left you a house that's full of knowledge and books, because all these inventions to make your house convenient. You had a house, you still owe these taxes, and you got these pesky police and these government trying to always take your house, but you still got the house. You know, air conditioned because your bloodline invented the air condition, so it's air conditioned. that house has a home security system because your bloodline invented the home security system, you know. And when you go to pray, instead of thanking your parents for leaving the house, you thank an African you've never seen. Don't even know their name. Not even sure if they're African. They could be from somewhere else. In your prayers at night, you thank the African, not your parents that left you the house. And then you go to sleep, you wake up, and then when you wake up, you get these people who are new to the neighborhood, they come into the house. You invite these people into your parents' house that you thanking Africans for. These people don't wipe their shoes when they come in. They sit on your couch, they raid your refrigerator. How do you think your parents feel? And then you go to the African imam that says, worship your ancestors and give thanks to your ancestors. And so you're going back to thanking Africa and Isis and Horus and Akhenaten and whoever the fuck else. But you saying thank you. Your parents are sitting right here spiritually. Your parents are still with you spiritually. Your parents are still here with you spiritually when they've gone to the other side. They're still here. But you're not thanking them. Your grandparents, not just parents, your grandparents, and they're the ones that worked hard for you to have this house and maintain this house. You invite these other people in. They don't respect the house. They're just there to leech off the resources your parents left you. They don't have doorknobs where they come from because their family didn't invent doorknobs. They don't have refrigerators where they come from because their family didn't invent refrigerators. Your family did. They don't have these things, and they just come in, they take it for granted. And then some more people come in to this house. You build this house, you expand this house, and now some more people come in, and they say, this house, you be like, this house needs a fresh coat of paint. And these new people that come in, they help you paint the house. You pick the color, you did 90% of the painting, but they paint a doorway, they paint a wall. Now them coming into your house that you built and painting a wall, they think that wall entitles them to ownership of the house. And you just let them have it because you be like, well, everybody got a house. So why should I sit around and make claim to this house when they just over here because their house is small? Yeah, this is all our house. Would that be right? Would that be right? Carmelo Anthony's mama missed days of work to get him to practice. She missed out because I know his background, he wasn't raised rich. He raised in a tough neighborhood and tough in circumstances. Think about how much his mother had to sacrifice for him to get to practice. And he gave thanks, and no disrespect to his father not being there because his father passed away, so it's not like his father was a deadbeat. His father was gone. But this woman was here. Baltimore raised you. If you were in Puerto Rico, nigga, you'd be a soccer player. Probably make more money as a soccer player too, by the way. He's a cold motherfucker with that basketball, so he probably been a great soccer player. But you wouldn't have been playing no goddamn basketball. You'd have been playing baseball, nigga. Different environment in Puerto Rico. And so his whole life, Black American hairstyles. If he was so Puerto Rican, why didn't that nigga grow a Kid Ray mullet? That nigga should have had the curly top shaved on the side, long in the back. No, you had Allen Iverson braids, nigga. And then you get to the top, it's all something else. TG said, I ain't never hear this nigga talking about reggaeton. Right. And you were on the Team USA gold medal team, the Redeem team. That's for this country. That's for us. That's ours. I'm an American, Jack. Sherelle says, why though? I think you guys probably. Thank you for that question, Sherelle, because I'm going to get to the point because I'm not going to be here all night. That's part of the propaganda in America to teach black people and by extension everyone else that we've done nothing here. So you're a victim of the miseducation system. He's a victim of the miseducation system. And he's a double victim because he's a basketball player. I've done plenty of shows on here before about what they do to basketball players and how they're picked up and segregated from the rest of their people by the age of 13. 13, 14, they go to AAU, they get put into these different schools. They get, what high school did Carmelo go to, chat room? It's on the tip of my tongue. It is on the tip of my tongue. What was his high school, chat room? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Shit. Oak Hill. Yeah, he went to Oak Hill Academy. Oak Hill Academy is a basketball factory. Kids from around the country go to Oak Hill Academy. People from LA, from DC, from New York. If you was Oak Hill Academy when it was founded, it was literally founded as a basketball student. Oak Hill Academy originally had like 15 students, 20 students, and they were all on the basketball team or associated with the basketball team. I've done some stuff on black composers. It's on my Patreon, Millennial Journal. Go to my Patreon. All that stuff is up there. My Patreon is a music university. Sign up. But so that is the mix, the stew he was in. And that's the stew that made him Carmelo Anthony. That's the stew that made him Carmelo Anthony. Does he have Puerto Rican blood? Yeah. Obviously, if his father was Puerto Rican. But you American, and it's time to win you something else. But back to answer Sherelle Bryant's question. It is the socialization. We're raised to not, and when you're an athlete, you really don't really get any real sense of reality. They remove athletes from their environment and they go into these literally right when they're really good, especially like Carmelo, when you're really good like that. White folks are giving you money at a young age, and you're basically taught that you're an exception. Your people ain't shit, but you're an exception. So Socialization is one part. The other part is culturally, we as people, going back to what I was talking about earlier, to put a cap on how we got in talking about appreciating your ancestors. We culturally, unfortunately, as a culture, you talk to 8 out of 10 black people, we truly, do, even though we love ourselves inherently, we truly don't really respect our culture like that. We don't. That's why most black Americans don't know who Lester Young is, or Petey Wheatstraw, or Albert King. We just tend to kind of just move on. And I think that's a byproduct of slavery. And I'm not mad at us, because think about this. You invent the light bulb. You invent all of these things that make America a super economy, and it gets taken from you. If that's the environment you're culturally raised in, if that's the environment that you're raised in as a culture, it hurts to remember the past. It hurts to remember the past. What up, brother? The past is painful when that's your environment. So for us culturally, the past is pain. You built cities, Tulsa, Wilmington, Westchester, California, where the LAX is right now in Westchester, LA, Santa Monica, all of the beaches here in LA was built by black people. It wasn't just Bruce's beach. Santa Monica, all that stuff was built by us. And then you build it, and then it gets taken. And there's no recourse. So that's why I still have a certain level of love and understanding, because we done built a lot of shit multi-generationally, not just one time. We built up, think about it. After the Civil War, we rebuilt the South, us, only to see them bring in these whites-only unions and give the former slave owner, the people who worked for the Confederacy, give them back what was supposed to come to us. We rebuilt the South because the Freedmen's Bank told us that was going to be our land. Think about it. Your family from the South, they rebuilt the South because the Freedmen's Bank said that was going to be your land. Only for once it was built, you know what, guess up. We changed our mind. So for us, remembering the past is pain. Hell, it's painful for me right now to drive through the Crenshaw district and see white people. We built the Crenshaw district and made it, literally, my great granduncle, Uncle Son, built the goddamn Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Mall. A black man designed it. And to see that shit get taken from us right in front of me, that shit hurt. And I'm sure you guys feel the same way about your city. That shit hurts. DZ, you must have 2 dicks in your ear talking about some victim mentality. You probably just came in here 30 seconds ago. Get them dicks out your ear and listen, you little bitch. Now back to what we're talking about. So you as a people, it's like how do you live in that environment? When this is your reality, and it's been your reality over generations, you have 2 choices. You either move on or you flee to another country. Those are your 2 options. Because you're going to keep living. Either you're going to live here and move on, get that out your past and rebuild, or you flee to another country. We chose to stay. So that's the other reason why socialization and culturally we tend to move on. So that's why I'm saying that, okay, now our generation, I'm a millennial, and those of us afterwards, we were born after the civil rights. So that our heroes didn't die when we were alive. If you're a baby boomer, you were raised on King and X, and you saw them die when you were a child. You saw Medgar Evers die when you were a child. My dad was 9 when Medgar Evers died. He was 13 when X died. He was probably 15 when King died, 16, something like that. They have that, that generation. The generation before that, the silent generation, they saw Tulsa burn down. They saw what happened during the Red Summer, 1919. Actually, they were the children. My grandfather was the children of the victims of Red Summer, 1919. And so, like something that Charlie Wilson said about Tulsa, and my great-grandfather, Mr. Foster, was in Tulsa when Black Wall Street happened. If you stayed in Tulsa, and it was illegal to teach your children about what happened, because if a child brings it up in public, that black family can get lynched for even bringing up what happened with the Tulsa race riots. So we're the generation that we have to be the generation that changes it. We got to be the generation that says, you know what? And I think we're stepping up. We're stepping up. We're saying, you know what? We're going to appreciate who we are here. I know that's been our past. So I think, to copy your India point, Sherelle, we're the generation, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. We're the generation saying, hold up. Let's reassess what we got here. And I know that in the past we hadn't been appreciated like we should, but now's a good time to start. And I think the reason why we're that way is because if you think about it, they've already disinherited us from everything. The job market, look what happened in fucking the Carolinas, Georgia, the Hyundai plant. They brought in a whole bunch of Koreans to work the Hyundai plant. Not black people, not even white Americans. We're being gentrified out of our neighborhoods. We have nothing to lose. Like, the baby boomers had something to lose. They got jobs. They got government jobs. They had black enclaves, neighborhoods. That they got to jump in the boule and act like everything was good. So the the baby boomers had something to lose. We don't. The few jobs that's left, they're going to go automated. We have nothing to lose. The plan is, if I got to tell you the plan, you probably won't execute it anyway. That's another thing about this generation. There are no leaders. Anybody about to step out and get Malcolm X again? You don't need no goddamn leaders. The plan is the code. Follow the code. Get your shit in order. That's the plan. A lot of black people try to sit around and say, okay, what the next black person gonna do? What's the plan? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nah, what you gonna do? No, what you gonna do? That's not the plan. That's the shit the baby boomers did. Get your shit in order. And as you get your shit in order, you'll get on code with other people that's getting their shit on order. And the plan won't have to be written out to you. Yeah, follow logic. Artemis, that's the plan. Follow the logic. What's the plan? Jack? This motherfucker over here on some goddamn informant shit. Nah, brother, I got another plan. Because what's going to happen is the only way we're going to beat the man is if we have a plan. And the plan is to go at 3 p.m., we're going to attack Whitey. Whitey like going to the moon, so this is what we're going to do, you dig? We're going to go to the Space Force base when Whitey going to the moon, and at 3 a.m., we're going to get Whitey's rocket, and we're going to turn it around sideways, and we're going to stick it up Whitey's ass. Jack? What's the plan? Fuck out of here, nigga. Just understand this, people. Even if people are sincere about what's the plan, that person's not going to execute no goddamn plan. It's like when I used to coach basketball. You run a play, okay, Darnell, this nigga don't know none of the plays. You designed the perfect play. We're going to run a double pin down on the corner, swing the ball around the horn, we'll have an open three. What's Darnell gonna do? Darnell, you run the pin down. What's the pin down? Nigga, the ball done got swung around, this nigga didn't set the screen, and we done fucked the whole goddamn play up. 24-second violation. What's the plan? Anybody gotta ask what's the plan, that nigga gonna give us a 24-second violation. Nigga, the play clock gonna run out. Nigga, we about to run a trips right play action pass. And you got somebody saying, what's the plan? And nigga, we trying to set the line, nigga. You still saying, what's the plan? Quarterback like, nigga, get set so we can hike the ball. No, I can't get set, man. I gotta find out what's the plan. Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. I got to know the plan. Oh, shit. That was fun. You know the plan, my brother? Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. I'll be here having fun. You niggas go around getting mad. I'll be there. I'm telling you, I promise you, in 10 minutes, I'm gonna be for that. When I log off, when I hit end, I promise you, I'm gonna be there. Forgot every single thing that I said. You're gonna be mad. That nigga over there talked about my plan. I wanted a plan. I had a plan. We could have, 10 years from now, we could have ended white supremacy 10 years ago, but DwannB didn't want to listen to my plan. And that's why black folks can't get along, because I had a plan. And since black folks didn't get on my plan, we can't get together. We could never get together because they didn't follow my plan. And I'm be like, who the fuck is this nigga with a plan? I don't remember that shit. Shit. See, what we gonna do? This the plan. I got my homeboy Willie Green right here, and Willie Green, he a little bit mean. See, can you dig it? And what me and Willie Green gonna do is we gonna go on down to Dunkin' Donuts. Since you said Dunkin' Donuts, okay? Me and Willie Green gonna meet at Dunkin' Donuts, and I'm gonna make sure I order a coffee with 2
2 cubes. 2 packets of sugar, not 5. And the code is when you see me drop 2 packets of sugar, that means you need to drop 2 whiteys. That's the plan. Every time I go to Dunkin' Donuts with Willie Green, however many packets of sugar I put in my coffee, that's how many whiteys I want you to take out. So if I put 7 packets of coffee in me and Willie Green gonna do, if I put 7 packets of sugar in my coffee, Willie Green gonna take out 7 whiteys. That's the plan.
What's the plan? I don't know what the plan is.
My brother.
I don't know, but say hi to Miles Davis. Somebody said, keep your head on a swivel. You know how many dun-dun-dun-dun-duns I got up in here? You know, Rocky was here chilling with my wife. He wanted to kick it with her. We've been gone all day. And so she up there rubbing on him. But back to this Carmelo Anthony situation, like at the end of the day, we on some new shit. But I always want people to understand that celebrities, basketball players, actors, football players, people in the spotlight, they're the furthest away from what's happening on the streets. They're not connected to what's going on in real life. Carmelo Anthony did something that people wouldn't have batted an eye to 10 years ago. 20 years ago, people would have been like, oh shit, you Rican? He doesn't understand that times have changed. Now I understand why he's on he does that show with the Melo, the DeSouza and Melo guy. Now it makes sense as to why he does that show with. I was like, that's his co-host? That corny ass nigga? Makes sense now. His dad passed it too. He was never on the island, never spoke Spanish. Yeah. But I've had enough time here. It feels like this microdose. I did a quick little microdose. Feels like this microdose is starting to kick in. So now the microdose is kicking in. I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. And I got 3 more of these Dave Blunts to smoke before the night's over with. 3.5. Yeah, birds of a feather, infamous Eli. I mean, super corny. The Melon drip said birds of a feather. The infamous Eli says, yeah, super corny. Yeah. Yeah, Willie Walker. Willie Walker says, yeah, it makes sense. It didn't make sense to me at first. It makes complete sense now. Yeah, but I'm about to go out here and have some of that moon energy right now. Time to get some of that. It's a full moon out there. Full moon means releasing and letting go. Letting go hang-ups. Letting go things that you need to let go in your mind, mentally and spiritually. That's what the full moon represents. And take advantage. But, and also, and do like Carmelo. Give credit to the people who raised you, man. I think we as a people will be a hell of a lot more blessed. Start treating our mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandparents, the people who raised us, and give them the lion's share of the respect and love. And that's at no disrespect to anybody else, but it's time to give credit to the land we here from. We built it. All right. But yeah, I'm about to play some Star Child. So, swing down, sweet chariot, stop and let me ride. And here comes somebody talking about Africa. It's always some little dick nigga talking about something. Africa, Africa. Again, you want to hear when we started, Tahim. Go back to Africa. Simple. I have no issues with Africa. But if you're going to be here, God damn it, show love and respect as to where you are. I ain't going to Africa. If Africa is what you say it is, I'm cool with that, man. I wish Africa the best. The world needs a strong Africa. The world needs Africa for Africans. Go do it. Don't come over here. You're not welcome. You're not welcome to come over here and tell us we need to do what you're not doing yourself. We don't welcome that over here. Go do it. That's all I say. No issues with Africa. Just go build it. We need a strong Africa. A strong Africa is not a threat to me. I'm not threatened as a United States Black American. I'm not threatened by anything. I want Africa to be strong. I love Africa. Love the Caribbean. Love Puerto Rico. Love Jamaica. I love everybody. And I think that all of us will be in better shape as a world economy if we all go to the places we love and build it. All right? I'm out.